welcome, wonderful travel advisors. We got Bryan from Viator dancing in the background here. He is so excited to have you guys today. And I hope you guys are just excited at your house or wherever you are joining us. How you doing today, Bryan?
I am doing fantastic. I can't lie. I know for some people where they are with weather, it is miserable, but it's a balming 80 degrees in Vegas. So I cannot complain.
I love that. Well, travel advisors, if you have any questions, Bryan will open up to Q&A at the end of the presentation. He is going over some wonderful things today. He is going to do 3 major steps to boost your sales with Viator in 2026. Plus, he's going to show you the travel advisor portal and some other amazing things. So let's get to it, Bryan.
Thank you so much for that kickoff, Amanda. I love doing this, and also I look forward to seeing you guys at the conference when for Evolution Travel. So when you guys are there, make sure you guys come by the booth and grab me anytime you guys see me around. I can't wait to see you guys. It's always amazing every single year. But I'll go ahead and just get started with the first thing is I want to make sure anyone who's watching this webinar, and there's going to be things that are going to be great for your phone to have out. So during this webinar today, if you have your phone out, there's going to be some QR codes on the screen to help with stuff with education, with locations of booking sites, and right now even one on the website. If people in the audience today are not signed up and registered, please make sure you use the QR code on the screen. I'll have it again at the end. That'll make sure that you can sign up and register under Archer Travel, and you'll be able to get the 10% commission that you guys earn. And it's hard work that you guys do for every single booking that you do. And also just on top of that, it's our booking site, which is travelagents.viator.com on the bottom QR code. If you're watching this recording later, this is going to be that location site where you're going to do all your research, all your bookings. You're going to be for both indirect and direct bookings while talking about share with client link. That makes it so that you can start getting all these built up for you for growing your business and earning that passive income that I'm going to be talking about today. So I just want to get started. I'm really glad that you are here, and I'm helping. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to attend this event. And I'm really going to be focusing on today how you can work smarter, not harder. You can build some passive income to your business, and that's money while you sleep. I've been talking about this for years and years and years, but I'm going to have some things that are going to help with those scenarios that you can think about. And I also just want to help you understand how you can deliver a high level of service for your clients. And then you'll be able to watch this webinar at a later time, and then we'll have a Q&A at the end. So first, what I'm going to be talking about today is experience and how it should be a core growth of engineering of your business in 2026. I'm going to do a quick overview of Viator's travel agent program if you guys have not seen it or used it, just so that people can get an understanding how to research and how to make a booking on our platform. Next, I'm going to go over 3 of 7 moves. I'm going to be going through different webinars this year with you guys, going to be talking about steps that can really help grow your business. And today of that 7, it's going to be some major ones of how to use shore excursions while in peak wave season, how to use the share with client link for both in-destination and shore excursion tours, and then last about the curated list. And this is a great added tool that will make your professional booking system for your clients look even better. And then I'm going to wrap up with a playbook that is going to help you with step-by-step to really help grow your business that you can take one step day by day. So again, at the end, I'll also have a live demonstration to show you just how you can wrap these up into your business. So first, I just want to start talking about how massive the experience industry market is. It's one of the fastest growing segments in the tourism industry, and it's worth over $450 billion. That is a large amount that you guys get to tap into and you guys get to earn commission on. And I'm going to talk how we can discuss how you can capture that growth, because travelers are now building time around what they're going to do when they get there. And I've said this before, but it's a true statement. Think about yourself. Whenever you go to a destination, you're going to that destination for that activity or that a key attraction or that key thing. That's always reason why you're driving to that location. Like I know that Amanda last year went over to Europe and she was traveling through Ireland. Why was she going to Ireland? Because she was looking for those amazing things that are in Ireland, like going to do Kiss the Blarney Stone or going to see the Dublin Cliff. So those are things just why people are traveling. And this is what's great about this part of the industry. Clients are excited to do it. And if you're not selling experiences, you're truly leaving money on the table. And that's a thing that I want to help you capitalize on today. So today we're going to explore how Viator can help connect you to the world's largest marketplace of experiences. And I'm also excited to announce that we now have over 400,000 products around the world. We went from 300,000 to 400,000 over last year. Now, have we been growing successfully? Yes. But now I'm excited to say that we have almost 400,000 tours that you guys can book in over 2,500 destinations. Truly, I always say with Viator, just type a name of a city, type of a name of product that you're looking for, and you're going to be able to find something with us. We have over almost 2 million reviews that can help you book a tour, be comfortable with it and with your client. And then we also have a 24-hour global support team that can help with any of your questions with less than 1 minute hold time. And we're working with some of the best local operators around the world, but we're also going to be continuously optimizing our platform with both suppliers and our products to make sure that you can convert more bookings, which means that you have more success with your clients and more successful tours. And that also means more earning opportunities. Now, just a few things that I want to talk about with our active categories on our platform with Viator's Travel Agents program. We offer both land-based and experience-based shore excursions, and that's rather if you prefer small group, private experiences, or also anything, even with any kind of style of age group. We have options for every single style of traveler. And no matter what, no matter trip, Viator has something to offer for you. And that's for maybe culture and private tours, like trying to visit the Vatican and the Colosseum. Or we can also think of just about outdoor activities, like if you want to go see the Mendenhall Glaciers for kayaking, or if you want to do snorkeling in UBUB. There's so many locations that these are just activities that people are craving for. But we also have tours for clients coming off of cruise ships with stuff that I'll talk about later with like our worry-free shore excursion policy that makes your clients feel comfortable while cruising. We also have unique experiences like our Game of Thrones walking tour that is only exclusive on Viator. Those bucket list tours that people are talking about, they want to see these dream trips, these dream items, like just say like with Disney. It's a one-time adventure, and then people want to get the most out of it when they travel. And there's just so much more. You have for cruising clients, honeymoon clients, family vacations, solo travelers. Viator offers experiences that seamlessly fit into every single itinerary. I'm a little Italian today, so just know I'll be talking with my hands a little bit. And just a few things about active categories and things on our platform that we have. But before I dive into the three moves I'm going to talk about today, I want to just establish a baseline of what Viator's Travel Agent Program actually is and how it's designed to help you grow. Again, at its core, viatorstravelagents.com. If you haven't bookmarked or saved this place, please do that as now as we're talking, or when I get to the live demonstration. When you get there, make sure you book it. But it's an all-in-one booking platform for selling experiences. And all you need to do with this, it's going to make it easy for you, both easy for your clients, and also a way to how you can get more out of your clients who are booking experiences, and you'll earn more commission in that process. And then when you work with Viator's Travel Agent Program, you get three major things that I want to talk about today. First, as I mentioned before, you earn 10% commission on any single tour that you book on our platform. That's either direct or through any of our affiliate links like Share with Client Link, curated list, widgets, and we even now have a way how you can email widgets. And I won't hop into that one today, but other times I'm going to explain more how you can take advantage of email widgets. You have access once you signed up and registered to over 250,000 tours around the world, and with that one that is easy for must-see activities, food and wine, adventures, and shore excursions. So this truly means that whatever type of client you have, there's something relevant that you can offer. And the third one, which I've already kind of talked about and mentioned, but I'm going to really make sure that you're hungry for this, is that we have tools that are generally specifically built for you as a travel agent. That's not a clunky consumer tool or a easy workaround trying to book it, but these are tools that are designed to save you time, help increase conversion, and help scale your business so you can earn more commission. So now I just want to go over some of the essential steps for how you can just discover, select, and book that perfect experience for your clients while also using Viator's Travel Agent Program with some tools that can simply help you maximize your potential for this year. So, just a reminder, I've already mentioned it, but I have to remind people over and over again because I have people who book on our consumer site. I want to remind you that the booking site for travel agents is travelagents.viator.com. So, please make sure you book on this location, and this is how you can easily do a direct booking. So, know with our platform, we have two tabs now. We have our All Experience tab, and then we have our Shore Excursion tab. I'm just going to talk about our Experience one right now. And this is where you can enter travelers' details, when, who, and how many people are traveling. Then you'll be able to explore and find that tour that it's perfect for your client, and then you can add it to cart. And then you can check out for your client, or you can use one of our first tools that I can highlight today. It's our Reserve now, pay later, which is great for capitalizing for clients who do not have the cash right now, or they need to, reserve a tour with no upfront payment, which is what it's for. And it makes it so that you can easily just get those tours on the books, and then your client can start budgeting to when they need during that time. Because I know flights, hotels, all that stuff is really expensive. Well, activities are still a major thing that you want to book for your clients, and this is that tool that can help with that. It's truly as simple as that. And let me just show you some more in detail. So first, I'm going to talk to you how you can search on our platform. So for that, we have with our experience tab, how you can either do by keyword searching. What do I mean by keyword searching? As you look on screen, you're going to see wine tasting. Well, wine tasting can be in any location, like the Napa and Simona Valley, or you can start thinking about Chianti when you're going into other winery locations, or as I like to just joke with Amanda before we started, you can do wine tours actually in Vegas and Pahrump, or you can even do wine tours in Washington, or you can do wine tours in Australia. There's really truly so many locations that you can do wine tours in. You just type in the name of the city and wine tasting, and it'll find up products with that. But you can also look by country, region, city, and then attractions like the La Sagrada Familia, the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, or Alcatraz. And those will show all products just curated with that. So you can research just for items that you're looking for your client. The next thing, I truly love what we have on our platform to help agents become an expert of a location. Because as I mentioned, there's alone just on our platform tours in over 2,500 destinations. Well, we have what we call things to do. And this is a thing where if you type in a location and you look, and once you put in a location like London, you can see the top 15 attractions in that destination. Why is that important? Because no one's a master of all the attractions in that destination. Like, I know London is some of the common things where you can do like Harry Potter, you can do St. Paul's Cathedral, you can do Buckingham Palace, but there's other items there like the Shard, or you can do Stonehenge. There's literally 15 more additional attractions from what I even suggested, and more. And these are just going to be ways so that you can learn this destination, and then you can cross sell or add on to your clients because of that. So definitely look at these locations when you don't know why clients are going to that, but you want to learn and cross sell. This will help you. I'll show you those top attractions, adjusted itineraries, destination hints and tips, so that you can know what's going on there, what kind of currency they need, like how many products that we have, or just little tips that help you understand the location. So this truly makes it easy as a travel agent to understand locations like London or so many more, to build that added value and confidently sell tours to your client, especially for you who are maybe new to travel and maybe just know domestic locations. This will help you become a master of international sales so that you can widen your business for 2026. Next is looking at a product. Now, when you look at a product, you're going to be looking at the activities, the logistics, which is the arrival and departure, pricing, and then our cancellation policy, and all the tour details. But no, 85% of Viator products on our platform are fully refundable up to 24 hours prior to the day of travel. And the next thing, when I get to my demonstration, what I'm strongly going to recommend, always read additional information. It's a major item that's going to tell you if tours are wheelchair accessible, animal friendly, if you need passports for tours, if someone with health issues can't participate on a tour. This is going to give you that hint so that you can feel secure. You can inform your clients and be full transparent and inform them of any needed or expectations for tours that they're booking. The next is going to be finalizing an itinerary. This one's pretty much straightforward. You guys have done it thousands of times, but just some information about it. So you're going to enter your client's information, details, when they're traveling, the hotel, all this will be added here, but we'll have additional options like when you can start using our pay in full or reserve now, pay later, but we'll also have special requirements where you can inform our clients of any, or your clients of, and our supplier, any dietary restrictions or accessibility needs. So making sure that our supplier can make sure your client has the best time on the tour, or you can even ask for like some upgrades. Like if you're doing a romantic dinner cruise, if you can have flowers waiting on the table for the client, and how much would that cost? This is where you can add in those details, and our suppliers will try to reach back to you in usually the next 72 to 48 hours, or you can just call them after booking. But that's just one of those where if you have more time, you can add that details in. So now I'm going to walk through three specific moves that truly help you separate yourself to be one of the top booking agents or to maximize your profits in 2026. And these are practical, repeatable, and they're designed to either save you time or generate growth for your business. Because I want to hear those stories where, last year you booked $10,000, this year you're now booking $30,000, and you use these tools to help your business grow. I love those stories because I'm here to help you grow your business, and I'm here to help you understand how to book Viator and book those dream vacations your clients are looking for. So the first thing I want to capitalize, and while we're in peak wave season, is how you can unlock revenue growth using shore excursion tours. So we do have a tool that allows you to search for clients coming off of cruise ships by searching for cruise line, ship, and sailing date. And the best thing I can tell you that cruise passengers are some of the highest intent experience buyers. Why? Because cruise ships can actually be sailing for 5, 7, 10, 14, 128, 365. Those are going to be the ways that clients are in cruise ships for a long duration, which that means they're going to be at multiple ports, which that also means multiple options for booking experience in all those destinations. We have a tool to allow you to see over 66,000 products and over 2,000 destinations at different ports. And then again, for those clients that need that comfort, we also have 6,000 products that are covered by Viator's worry-free shore excursion. So again, this is something that amazing tool that if you haven't capitalized selling on with shore excursions, I definitely say today start looking. Amanda, I'm going to ask the audience if they can during this time. I would love to do this during the live demo, and you give me some feedback. If someone can give me a cruise line, a ship, and a sailing date as an example. And I'm going to use your example today to how to search for shore excursions. So if I can, we'll get it more to the end when we go through the live demo, but this is a question I always love to ask.
Perfect.
But this will make it so that you can search for tours coming off a cruise line, and know with Viator, we typically have 30% better value, and it also will increase your potential because since we're a little bit more budgeted, we can work with clients in multiple ports. So that instead of just booking 2 activities, they can book 3 or 4. And this is going to make it so it's easier options, it's safer and more compelling for you and your clients. And Viator's travel agent program has the tools to help with it. So now I'm going to just give a quick first highlight so you can see the tool and how you can enter this information, and then I'll show you live. So as I mentioned, you're going to enter a cruise ship line, ship, and sailing date, as you mentioned here. It is a little bit cut off on that, but Viator is also going to automatically build a full itinerary that's going to show you tours with each port. And when you click into these ports, it's going to be available to see any tours at each destination, and we're also going to give you when the ship arrives and disembarks, so you can make sure you time your tours with that. No, at checkout, if it doesn't work with the cruise ship times, we're also going to give you a proximity alert or warnings that say this tour doesn't match up with your cruise ship. But also, we're going to give you proximity alerts so that if you're trying to book tours like in Civitavecchia, Rome, and or Civitavecchia, Italy, that know the distance from Civitavecchia to Rome is quite a bit of a distance, so that your clients and you will be informed if you're new that it's about an hour and a half, a 2 hour drive just to get into the city. Or if you're going to be clients wondering landing on a river cruise like in Windermere, Germany, no, from Munich or from Windermere to Munich is again a 2 hour, 2.5 hour drive. So those alerts will make sure you understand that your clients are going to be looking at a full day tour. Most cruise ships are there usually overnight, but next, no tours will either pick up from the cruise ship or within walking distance from the port, about 15 minutes. And then again, we also have filters that allow you to narrow tours down just to are worry free to make sure you have that provided peace of mind for clients while on land. No, we also will have our share with client link. For some of you who already know it, I'll show it again during the demonstration, where you can share these cruise ship sailing items so your clients can book while on the cruise ship, while in destination, or just research on their own, making it so it's more carefree and easier passive income. So your clients can just do anything while they're on the ship. Then next thing, I want to help build trust. I want to help you understand that what this worry-free short excursion policy is. And it's going to help you remove one of the biggest psychological barriers when you're booking outside the cruise line. Because I know that if your client is at fault for missing the cruise ship actually will not stop. So our actual item matches very close to what the cruise ship will do. So first, if the ship misses the port or delayed from the port start time, your clients are guaranteed a full refund. Following, As long as there's no fault to your client, we will fly your client up to the next port of call up to $1,000 per person. And no, that will not exceed that. It's not that usually far of a distance, and we're going to make sure that we take care of anything. And if something is to happen, please immediately contact our customer support team so that we can support you. And no, as many travel agents who are earning commissions selling short excursions, no, there are only so many few operators at these ports who are actually selling shore excursions, including the cruise line, that these are the same operators who revolve their business around cruise ship. And we're amazing for also selling for tours that for children on our products and group tours or all family tours so everyone can join together with on one booking. So it super makes it friendly, and we have group size. So if you want to have small group, private group, anything smaller than 12 or 15, when I show you later when we start doing the demonstration, you can actually see how big the parties are for our products. The next thing is I want to help you understand and how you can maximize your bookings during wave season and also to see what Viator has on demand during the year for travel on the first half. So as you can see on screen, these are what we show destinations where people are traveling by each month. So first, you're going to see Dubai. If you were able to attend our webinar last month and we had a Dubai spotlight, that's because last month Dubai was the strongest travel location. Next is going to be Wellington, New Zealand right now in February. Next month it's Grand Cayman. In April it's going to be Big Island, which something will be happening later in on Hawaii, but next is going to be Mykonos in Greece. And the last one is going to be Arcuria, Iceland. But Iceland is really more of a focus generation, a destination for a lot of shore excursions. But I also want to talk about what is being booked also right now in focus. They're not on the screen, but just some highlights is like right now, this month, Kusadasi is going to be start being booked for 3 months ahead. Lisbon is starting to be booked for next month, 2 months ahead. Santorini is starting to be booked in April, like just like when Big Island is happening, but that's going to be booked for the summer months. You have Juneau, Alaska. Juneau, Alaska is one of those big ones in May. Why? Because Alaska is actually a very short window where actually cruise ships can enjoy and have clients travel that location. So a lot of clients are tempted to book when during that time or last minute, which I always strongly recommend. I would book some tours, especially like our Alaskan helicopter tour that's going up to the Mendenhall Glaciers. And if you want to do dog sledding, strongly recommend booking that one, especially now if your clients are hunting for that. And the last one is going to be Isafjord, which again is in Iceland. So this is just way how you can make sure you understand what Viator's demand on what is traveling. So if you have clients or you're trying to just see that pocket, these are those things so that you can understand key destinations and ensure a perfect booking for clients. The next thing I want to talk about is booking for clients for pre and post, which is something that you can start thinking about. And I know some cruise ships are actually making clients arrive to a destination a day early. Well, we have things with our platform with like our share a client link that allows you to master to sell these destinations so that if a client just wants to wait till they get to a destination to see some tours in that location, this will make it so you can book that pre-tour. You can think about yourself to book those pre-tours to extend your client's trip by simply they're exploring like a city historical site, a natural wonder, a unique culture experience. And Viator is an industry leader of experiences and can easily form any backbone for your clients. But we can also make it so you can book transfers for airport to hotel, hotel to cruise port to hotel. We can do all those vice versa. And in some locations, we can even do train and ferry if needed. But it makes it so you can easily expand beyond the port for clients coming out for cruise ships because we have a deep inventory in all major destinations around the world, like London, Rome, Venice, Barcelona, and Alaska, which offer incredible types of variety of experiences and quality with our operators to ensure you get the best out of that travel and destination. So now that I talked about our shore excursions, I want to now move over to some of our passive income tools that you can earn while you sleep or just have clients book while in destination. And when I talk about these links, I truly honestly think it's the foundation that should truly grow your business and should be sometimes your default. And the reason why I say this is because I look at Archer Travel and how agents are booking with us. Well, I see on average that out of every four bookings, one booking is made with the share a client link. And I would say if I transfer that to an agent, that if you have increased in using the share with client link, if you're not using it yet, that you can increase your total amount of total bookings in a value year by 4 to 1. So if you booked 4 tours for one client using yourself, you can add another one using the share a client link. And if you think that is a value, which on average it's $200 per booking, every single client you'll be able to add an additional $200 on if you use our share with client link. And this is how you can stop bottlenecking your business, because instead of manually booking every single tour on our platform, every ticket, every activity, you can now easily just send this beautiful bookable link that your clients can book on their own, and you'll still earn that full 10% commission. And there's three real powerful things about this. One, it meets the traveler where they already are. So the client will be able to browse, compare, and book any item on our platform at their own time convenience. So they can book it at night, they can book it on the weekend, they can book it when they're already in the destination. And I would always make sure you send emails to every single person who is traveling. So anyone in that group who wants to see while they're traveling. So it's the friend, significant other, even the friends of friends of who is maybe traveling with that group. Make sure you get all their emails so you can send these links so that they can see any activity that they want to book. But it'll also then dramatically speed up that workflow, because you don't have to work with your clients with every single tour, which lowers your level of service. So you can find another client, you can grow another booking with another client, or you can work with that private client to get that $1,000, $2,000 tour working with that maybe you just were a little overloaded with. This is what this tour works. It helps reduce your workload so you can find other revenues or other streams to help grow your business. And as I mentioned, this tool allows you to create passive income already in your existing business. So you're no longer just getting paid for your actions, you're getting paid for your non actions. So things that you're not doing, if you're having dinner, people can book. You can look at your phone and go, oh, hey, I see Jimmy booked a tour for almost $300. This is great. I saw that he was talking about it and he wanted to book. So that's just what's so great about these tools. And then with that, remember, with these links, you're going to get booking attribution regardless of whether they book now or they book later, because these links, when you generate them from our platform, last forever, wherever you place them. But after your client clicks on the link, it does create now a 90-day attribution window, which I'm excited. I don't know if some of you guys have seen. Last year, we went from 30 days to 90 days. So now you have 3 months where that link, once your client clicks into it, it's active. But know if they ever re-click the original link you sent, which again never expires, it will start a new 90-day window. And this is just telling to your clients, here's my professional recommendation that you can explore, you can choose. And I'm still here to support you if you have any questions. And it just keeps you positioned as an expert instead of having to manually execute every single transaction for your client and taking that extra time. Now, here is how you generate these share with client links. They can be found in multiple locations. They can be found on a homepage. They can be found on a destination, a category, or attractions. All you have to do is click on that share with client link, and it's typically found in the top right hand corner when you're looking at a product. And know, again, as I mentioned, when you create these links, wherever you place them on a website, or if they're inside a QR code on your business card, they will last there forever. They will never expire. But once your client clicks on the link, it does create a 90-day attribution window. But if they ever click the original link, it starts a new 90-day session. And again, Viator is links are instantly generated and they're tied to you for any experience or destination. All you have to do is simply click on the link. You can put them in email, text message, or anywhere where you share a URL based link. And then when your clients click on the link, they review the experience and they book it. Both you and your client will be notified in that process, and you will earn the commission for that booking. And it's a full 10%. We don't reduce it when you book with that. Now, the next thing I want to make sure people know, which is some of the obstacles that we've heard that we just wanted to make sure that you understand also. And I'm not going to be able to fully dive into it today, but I want to just make sure you guys know it. There's a QR on screen where you can dive into it, but just kind of a highlight over it. So, one, people ask themselves, if my client books themselves, do I lose control? So, actually, not anymore. You can now manage bookings that your clients make through our share with client links, curated lists, or widgets. And that means that you can step in to make any kind of change or fix an issue or contact our operator for any of those questions or customizations you need. Or you can modify the bookings. So you can also deliver that white glove service that your business wants to be, even if your clients self book. And this will get you so you can still have efficiency for self bookings without giving up the quality service that defines your brand. And this is a huge unlocking. This is going to help you become more of a modern travel advisor. It'll make it so you're flexible with clients, be able to control and be professional on your side. So you no longer have to choose between scale and service. You truly get both. And just a little bit of a scenario. So let's say your client messages you and they say, "Hey, I want you to make a change on this booking." And they book through the share with client link or curated list. Well, with that next step, you're going to go into our managed booking portal. You're then going to click on that. You're going to find that booking number as you see here. And then you're going to enter the booking reference number. And then you're going to hit request to manage booking. An email will then be sent to the client where they do have to hit yes and accept and go through a little bit of details because one, we are now granting you access to charge a credit card or change details on file. Once your client hits yes, then it's just like a direct booking on our platform. And we again have to do this just so that they are aware because our bookings, you can post them on social media, you can post them anywhere. So we just need to make sure that your clients are protected and secure. You will need to enter the client's email when you put in the suggestion, but then once your client approves, you'll be able to make those date changes, update for additional passengers, be able to manage and change the credit card if needed, just like a direct booking. So you'll be able to make any save changes, that white glove service, so your client's booking is updated and your client's good to go for that next trip. The next I'm going to talk about, and this one I truly love, and I'm truly like loving to hear stories from agents about the curated list. So if you're going to be attending the conference this year, I would love to hear your perspective on how you're using this one. But this is something that it's that next step to grow your business. And what is our curated list first? Well, first, it allows you to select multiple bookings on our platform to put them in a list that you can build and then send to your clients. And it's going to be able to be that best option to help reduce that white noise on our platform because you're going to be able to eliminate and find those perfect products that fit for your client's trip for that next destination that you're going to be able to send a recommendation. And those are going to be also trusted source tours your clients will love. And with a curated list, it's about capturing that work not just once, but turning it into something you can reuse and refine and reshare over and over. And how is that? Because instead of copying like a share with client link on, 4 or 5 or 6 different tours, you can actually have one living list that has all that in there. What do I mean? So, those locations that you work with over and over again, or that location where you really like, it's that, best of Rome list or that once in a lifetime Alaskan cruise port tour, that first time Paris, or if you start thinking about all these Olympic locations that's happening, like Paris happened last year. This year it was going to be in Milan. You can build tours inside those key locations that maybe people are going to, or inside United States, we're going to have, or other locations, we have the World Cup, like in Washington. You can build those desired lists for those desired attraction locations that people are going to. So it makes it really simple to work with any of those clients. You can also do pre and post lists, foodie tours in any major destination around the world. And our last, find that niche, something that's your design, your company, your brand that you can build around these links to share with clients. And now every time you send it, a client will have a clean, professional, easy to browse experiences that you can save yourself time. It can also improve quality and conversion. And then your clients will be able to see multiple options in one place, review experiences that you suggested. You can also easily add additional experiences, and then after that, they can book. So a curate list doesn't change your time; it just compounds it. It makes it so you get recommendations or it makes it so your recommendations are a reusable asset instead of a one-off work. And these are like these little mini itineraries for any location and a destination, and they're great for again destinations, cruise port, pre or post trips, or even inspirational list. So if you have that bucket list that you think that people want to do, or you even own, so those major destinations. So if you're on TikTok and you want to talk about, hey, I love the city, these are my inspirational lists or my bucket list items for that location. Attach that into your TikTok so that people can look at. Or if you have LinkedIn, oh, not LinkedIn, Linktree. I was like, I'm halfway there. If you have Linktree, you can add that into Linktree so that when people find you, they can also find these lists. And again, remember, if they book after clicking your links, you will still earn that full 10% commission. So again, just a quick highlight on how this works. So the curated list is you're going to find that best experience and recommendation, and it's going to be used for any kind of destination, cruise port, or that specific list you're hunting for. They can be found in 2 destinations when you're finding the curated list. It can be either found on our dashboard or it can be found on our homepage when you click on your name on the top right hand corner, and then you can click on curate list to find any list or create a brand new one. As you see, this is Gloria's trip that she's going to be having working for clients. This is just kind of a walkthrough for this one. But know any tour when you start, or it's a Gloria Aruba trip, and when you look at these ones, any products like in Aruba or any destination, as you can see now, have a heart on it. All you have to do is click on that heart icon on any product and then add it to that list that you already created. From there, you can generate that list. Your clients will see all those tours that you've selected, and you can even do a destination travel dates, and they'll be able to see if the tour is available or not. And then you can also do in alternate languages if you need it in German, if you need it in Spanish, if you need it in Portuguese. Our whole website can be translated so your clients can see it in that selected language. And then from there, they'll be able to book in one easy place, and you're going to be able to earn commission over and over again with this reusable tool. So, last is I just want to take all things that I talked about and just add in how you can earn passive income with our platform. And this is that in destination that allows for flexibility or same time day bookings or our easy friendly cancellation policy that's 24 hours prior to the day of travel. Well, what do I mean by all this? So we see that clients are typically more tend to book tours closer to destination. We see that typically people book majority about 3 out of 7 of their tours when we're talking about in a larger sequence within the destination. So our share with client link, our curated list, our shore excursions search tool share with client link allows clients to book tours while they're in destination because no 80% of our products are fully available to book up to the date of travel. What do I mean by that? Well, as long as a tour has a destination meeting point or a location that it says you can select to go to, you can usually book those tours up to 4 hours to the start time as long as it has availability. But if tours come with hotel book up, pick up, you can typically book those up to 24 to 48 hours prior because you will need to reconfirm for that availability. But also, if something is a change, with this, our cancellation policy on 85% of our tours are fully refundable. So it allows all these to really capture any kind of destination, in destination or further out, so that you can earn passive income or you can work with clients to get that additional white glove service. So now that I've talked about the share a client link, the Share Excursion search tool, and also our curated list, let me walk through some of these steps so that you guys can see this and understand it. And when we get to the questions, this maybe was something you were asking for, but now you're able to understand it because you saw it firsthand. So again, I'm going to remind you, make sure you bookmark and save travelagents.viator.com. And this is our homepage. So first item I talked about, like for our share a client link, and I'm going to go kind of through all things at once so you can see it on each page. So you're going to see our share a client link here. This is going to be for that homepage, that destination, that static location that allows you to see all products on our platform. This is great for like a business card, or if you want to save this as a bookmark on your friend's computer or laptop, where if they ever type in Viator.com, they're always going to be sent to your link and they can see whatever we have on our platform and make a booking and view. And again, all you have to do is click on the share a client link, click on copy, and then send it to your client through any form or way. The next is just looking at a destination. So let's hop into a destination. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's go ahead and look at like Seattle as a location. You don't need a when, you don't need a who, but let's just go into see what Viator products have in Seattle. So I'm going to just type in Seattle as you saw, and then I'm now going to pull up all products in that destination. So if we look at the top, it's going to show you that we have over 400,000 tours, some quick links to tours by how to get around, tours by duration, sightseeing tours, and then we have our share with client link that allows you to target a destination. So if you want to share clients and they want to see what's in Seattle, if they click on that link that you send them through email, text message, wherever, and then they open it up, it's going to take them to a version of everything that we have in Seattle. Now, the next thing is I want to talk about what I mentioned earlier, those things to do. Well, you can see things to do in the United States, you can see things to do in that state for Washington, or you can see things to do in Seattle. Every destination will typically have one of these so you can learn. But if you click into here, you'll see things to do. I've been to Seattle. I love this city. I love Parks Marketplace. I love Pioneer Square. I love Space Needle. I've been to all these. But you may not know that also in Seattle, you can go to Mount Rainier or you can go to Franklin's Place. And these are going to actually give you a quick summary of what they are. You can also go to the Chihuly Gardens or you can go to Olympic National Park. This is Comey Falls. This is going to help you understand there's multiple attractions in that destination that clients can see and they'll be able to enjoy. You may already know 4, 5, or 6 of these, all of these, but another location you may not know as much. So this will help you become a master of this location. We're also going to have like interesting things to do in Seattle, some travel trips, suggested itineraries. So if you need to know how to plan a 1, 2, or 3 day, some other top activities, other items that are being promoted, some recently viewed. And then again, if you don't know the location, like again, what's the time zone, the currency, attractions, languages, this is going to help you again understand it and start master selling this destination. So there's just other ways to review products. So now let's just go back to Seattle so we can start looking at a product. So I'm going to go back to Seattle and let's say I want to look for a client for maybe a food tour that's in Seattle. How do I do that? So you can then click on our filters here. You can then click on food and drink, and this will scroll down to open up those categories. And then from there, you can click on other food tours, dining experiences, coffee or tea tours. So I'm just going to open up to food tours and I'm going to look just for everything under food. So in Seattle, we can see we have 43 different tours. And know if you created a share a client link on this category, it's going to share just these 43 tours. And then we can start looking through, like, if we want to do a chef guided food tour at Pike's Marketplace or early bird tasting tour in Marketplace, or so many other types of items that you can see, or even a beneath tour history of Seattle that most likely comes with food. But now I'm just going to look at this chef guided food tour just so we can review a product and understand how to look at product. So first, on the top left-hand corner, we're going to give you the operator's name. You'll have the share a client link on the top right-hand side so that if you want to share the specific tour, just reviews, recommendations, and then that heart that I mentioned. This is how you can add that add this heart to our curated list. Now, I don't have exactly one that's for Seattle, but you can easily add into my wish list, or you can add in if it was like a more tour for Alaska, you could add it to the 7 night. Or when you go to the curated list location, which is typically found on the top right hand corner on our dashboard, you can create a new one for this location. Hopefully, if I have time, I'll hop into that one in a little bit. But next, let's start review a product. We have our overview, what's included, what your clients are being charged for, what's the meeting location, the itinerary, which will simply give that full painted picture for every single thing your client wants to do. You can see that they'll take you by Pike's Marketplace to have that clam chowder. Right next to that place is Birch's Cheese. Definitely recommend going there if you have a chance. And then we'll have that additional information, which I told you strongly recommend always reading through this one. Why? Because we'll tell you if you book this one today, if it's confirmed today or has different rules, if they can do service animals, if it's near public transportation, or since this tour does require a lot of walking, people with heart issues, or this one will make sure that this is not recommended, or if it's recommended for them. And for some of our products, also on the top or bottom left right hand corner, it will also tell you what's the maximum booking number for this. So it'll tell you if it's 100 people, or this one's only 12 people. So it's small group. Last, we have our cancellation policy. And then if you have any questions to ask our customer support team, we'll have a product code. And I'm just going to show you how that works real quick. So if I copy this and I go back to the top of our website and I hit the Viator logo, this is going to send us back to our homepage. If I actually paste that product code into where to, it's actually going to find that exact product on our platform. So you don't have to go hunting or sleuthing for it. You can obviously copy the URL, which the URL also has that product code in. But that's also if you have any questions and you need to contact our customer support team, how we can find that exact product you're looking at. So now that I showed you how you can use the share with client link in all these levels, let me now ask the audience, or Amanda, if you can give me a cruise ship that someone was looking at and I can dive through that experience.
Perfect. Did you wanted the cruise line and the date, or did you want the destination too?
I actually just need the ship name and the sailing date, actually.
Okay, Disney destination 39.
Thank you. So from there, I could just type in Disney destination. I don't need the cruise line. It's actually an extra step. And then you said that it's on 3/9. So we can see that on March 9th, this is a 5-day cruise. So if I go ahead and hit search, this is going to pull up a full itinerary that's going to show all tours coming off the Disney density. And it's going to show you tours for each location. So you're going to see that the first day, this is at Fort Lauderdale. We have 53 tours that will work with clients coming off a cruise ship. That proximity alert to let you know that this is a little bit further away from the hub of the city. Next will be Nassau on the 11th, and you can see that it's there from 6:45 in the morning till 5:45 in the afternoon, where you can look at tours for the Swimming with the Pigs. This is always one of my recommendations. It's always a lot of fun. You can see we hearted it for one of the tours in Nassau, but I can also, let's say I want to only look tours that are covered by Viator's worry free. So if you again click on the filters, I went a little bit ahead, but then you clicked on worry free shore excursions and it narrowed it down. You can now see there's 29 products that are covered by Viator's worry free. You can either look at other locations like the Lookout Clay, which I know some of these cruise ships, they own some of the ports. We won't always have some of the products there. I think like Lookout Clay is owned by Disney or they sublet it through, I think, one of the other cruise lines. But again, some of these destinations, we might not have products because it's owned by the cruise line. But now let's go back to Bahamas and just look how you book a cruise ship. So if I go through, look at the product, again, it's just like we were reviewing before, but if you want to learn more about our worry free, we have a tag on the top right hand corner so you can look through this ruling and understand it. We also show that we have a discount for kids and then how you can start adding products that come with like hotel pickup or cruise port pickup. So you'll see under meeting location, the other will have hotels that they pick up, or you can just select the one with the boat and say port pickup. And then when you get to checkout, you'll be able to add in your shipping information so that this will all line and work with your cruise ship. One last thing, after you're looking at a product, if you want to go back to the shore excursion search list that you had before, you just hit back to shore excursions. Then you hit that share with client link on the top right hand corner. This will now then share this exact cruise ship with everyone in that itinerary. And if you sometimes have 50 passengers on a cruise ship, 10 passengers on a cruise ship, this will be that view will allow them to see every single port so everyone in the family can either do something together or people can venture off to do another activity. So this is going to cover over the live demonstration of the platform. A few other last things before we wrap up and we get to Q&A. First, I want to remind everyone we're having an active promo code that started on the 10th, and then it's going to be expiring this Friday for Archer Week. And this is exclusive for you guys. I know sometimes you've probably been looking on our platform and the dates don't exactly line up for what it shows with Archer. We exclusively gave Archer additional days to take advantage of this promo code. No one else can. So you guys actually have this until Friday, till the 27th of February. Now, no, the just needs to be booked before the 27th. The travel date does not matter. It just needs to be booked. And no, this can either be done on travelagents.viator.com or it can be done through our share a client link, curated lists. You can use it with our reserve now, pay later if you want to lock in those tours without the discount or with the discount, so that you can make sure you get that client booking. And it also works with our worry-free collection. No, it's unlimited use. And no, this might be one of our few last open unlimited use promo codes. So definitely take advantage of it. And one thing I also love to express, and if you were with Reggie Labs or you heard Jose when I was speaking on Monday, you earn full commission when you book with our promo codes. Nothing gets reduced, and that's for personal use or client use. If you guys book tours for yourself, you almost get 20% off because it's going to be 10% after and the commission after, which we don't reduce. And if you book $1,000 worth of tours, your client gets it for 900, and you still get the $100 worth of commission. So just a reminder, these bookings have to be made before the 27th, but travel date does not matter. And then a few just last things. We have our resource center with rich articles for like our shared client link and curated lists and other on-demand webinars, and our help center that I won't be able to probably have this for too much longer because I want to give at least 10 minutes for questions. I can circle back to it while we do questions, but also like our contact form if you have any questions for us. So we are here to help you to grow your business, and we appreciate your dedication, your professionalism to attend this webinar to learn more about Viator. And then last, this is more especially if you want to watch the webinar later, but this is a kickoff list. So really try to help yourself maximize your potential for 2026. This will make sure your account's properly set up, how to create your first curated list, how to use a share a client link, how to use our short excursion search tool. So this is make sure that you're used to Viator's system and not just a booking site. And I just want to emphasize one thing with this kickoff list. You don't have to do everything at once. You can do one list. You can do one link. You can do one change of workflow, like using our short excursion search tool. And those small changes compound very fast. So make sure you have a chance to either grab this checklist. If you can't now, I'll try to circle it back as we do Q&A, just to make sure it's easier. You'll have more professionalism. Oops, sorry about that. And then now we can get to the Q&A and answer any questions anyone has. And I love this portion. I love to hear your guys' feedback or what you guys need to know more about our platform. Amanda, when you're ready.
Perfect. Yeah, we have tons of questions today, and we had a lot of awesome comments too. And I want to say one thing before we start the questions. I saw a lot of agents put in cruise itineraries. Well, that's your homework. If you put in one and we weren't able to show it today, go on Viator, travel agent, go on travelagents.viator.com after us, put in your cruise line, put in your date, and go find those activities so you can make some more commission on that.
Thank you for that one, Amanda. Amazing plug. Thank you, everyone. And as she said, use that as your homework today. That one extra step that you can just do to improve yourself now. That's one just quick thing that you can use for searching next. So let's get to those amazing questions.
Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you.
First question is a comment and a question. The Viator have been using them for almost 10 years. When you
Wow.
when you book a group tour through Viator for 10 clients, can you apply multiple cards toward payment so each can pay their own portion? Is this something you're going to be adding, or is this something they could possibly do now?
So unfortunately, our system does not allow multiple credit cards. So unfortunately, like since we've been around for quite some time, that wasn't built in the original foundation. And trying to add it is it's not exactly easy. We are working on that process. No, that is in our milestones for getting that updated on our platform. It's not available yet. But one thing to know is that if you have multiple people with multiple credit cards, unless it's a private tour, which a private tour unfortunately has to be all booked on one, but if you contact our customer support service team, they're going to be able to help you book all those 10 tours, still get you commission, and they can use that multiple credit, or they can't use multiple, but the book one by one by one, and also reference to make sure everyone's added together so it's a smooth process. You can also do that yourself. And if you add in the booking reference number in the subject for like the first one you book and say they're traveling as a party of 10, that's also how you can manage a booking to say, hey, this is a group that's traveling together.
Perfect. Um, I just want to read this comment really fast and then we'll go to a question. I arranged a private driver for my group when we cruised in Greece, and it was amazing. So thanks for that. We had a lot of comments of people using Viator though. Here goes the next question. Comment and question. One reason my cruise clients have trouble moving forward with Viator is the fear of not getting off the ship quick enough, especially at the tender ports, because passengers with cruise sponsored excursion are getting priority debarking. Does
Yep.
the shore excursion guarantee cover delays getting off the ship or getting back?
So fortunately, that is one item that we cannot. So that's why for products that we have, we give you the timeline so that if a ship is tendering into port, with most cruise ships, you can buy also priority disembarkment so that you can get off the ship a little bit quicker. So sort of those tours that, if you're trying to make sure you book it, and they need a tender off that's like an hour and a half before it starts. I strongly recommend, having your clients also get buy priority disembarkment so they can get onto that tour. That is one little thing that is also different from the cruise port that we don't have. But again, if you have like small groups and other like that, if you that cruise ships typically don't, those are those little additive things that will actually make it so you don't have to worry about that time of arrival. The supplier will be waiting for you. You can make sure you communicate with them with that at that port, so everything lines up perfectly.
Perfect. Another comment and then question. This agent says she loved Viator for New York. We did hop off bus during our trips, also in San Francisco, San Diego, New York, and Singapore. So I'd say they're a
Woo!
pro.
They are multiple locations. I love the hop on hop offs.
Hmm.
There's city passes in some of those destinations too, where you get the hop on hop off, and they can actually enjoy some products in that location. Like New York is one of those fun ones with the city pass. So if you have any of those additives for those ones, think about some of those destinations with the city pass.
Perfect. Next one is, do we get notified if they book through the share with your client link? Sure.
Absolutely. So no matter what, anytime a booking has been completed on our platform and they use your share with client link, both you and the client will be notified of the booking. And you'll also be able to see how much commission you've earned in our backend portal. And one of my next webinars will be more about admin items. But today, just know you'll be able to find it in your portal.
Perfect. We had someone have an issue with that. I had someone use my link, when I did manage the booking, it asked for the client email and I only had the name, no email. How can I move forward?
Well, you are working with these clients, so you know the clients. You can reach out to them, say, "Hey, I want to give you that white glove service. I just need to get the email that you booked with on this." So then they can communicate with you. We unfortunately can't release that information because again, we're trying to protect both you and your clients or people that if you book on social media, that's the one thing that is unfortunately the gap. But again, it's there for protection. So if you know your clients, they know they're booking, just ask them, hey, what email did you book with? I want to make sure that your trip goes great, and I'm going to request it to access your booking, and your client will appreciate that through and through, definitely.
Okay, and then if that happened on social media, like you said, hopefully you can reach out and DM them. And if not, the booking will still go through without the travel agent double checking it, or do they need to put in the email for it to go through?
They have to put in the email for it to go through, but
Mhm.
also know you can contact our customer support team. They can see that your name is on file for the booking, so you can actually manage it through there. So if something last and resort, you need to make those changes and you're the travel agent, you can also call our customer support team to make those changes at any time.
Okay, perfect. Does Viator provide any marketing materials?
So we don't exactly, unfortunately, provide any true marketing materials. We do have some recommendations, like how you can take advantage of using the share with client link in multiple locations. I think that we have some banner items, Amanda, I can send to you that people can start looking at for some marketing items with us, like how you can use images and stuff like that from our marketing team. So I can, Amanda, I can send that to you to help other people have access to it.
Perfect. I would love that. And I also just commented about using general posts that are non copyright images, copyright free images, royalty free images. You can use those. And you can use the ones that we post on the Evolution Travel Cafe as well. We do post images that are copyright free, royalty free. So feel free to save those as well and share them if you'd like to. The next question is if you booked reserve now, pay later before the February 10% promo, can you go back and add it, or do you have to cancel and rebook?
So reserved. Oh, okay. So okay, yes. Thank you for that. Now I was like, I had to rethink through that question. So if you use reserve now, pay later, know that the tour is not actually held 100% on even the credit card. So you can actually, unfortunately, it will only work on new bookings and not existing bookings. So you will have to rebook the tour. You can again use now reserve now, pay later, add in the discount, so it will be discounted, and then cancel the previous one. And especially for like items on reserve now pay later, that is an easy thing to do because again, you were never charged or your client was really never fully charged. You can just let them know in advance that, hey, I can get you a 10% discount on your next trip. I'm going to rebook your tour and then you're all set and good to go with a 10% discount on your next trip or your own personal trips.
Okay. The person who used the share with the client link did say they go out and market themselves a lot in person, and they don't know who the person was who booked with them.
So with those, unfortunately, again, because of protection needs, we can't release that information because think, anything in this world where, something like that is to happen. If you happen to have their booking reference number again, you can contact our customer service team to make those changes. But unfortunately, we cannot release that information to protect both you and your client because unfortunately there are bad actors in this world. So we have to protect the client's information. You would have to find a way to get access to it for in getting access on a white glove level. So unfortunately, I cannot have a workaround for that one.
Okay. The next question is, did I hear you say the 10% is going away and won't be offered again? I use it so much as a selling point over other excursion sources, so I would hate to see this happen. It's been so wonderful.
So I won't say the 10% is going away. There are just going to be some maybe suggested changes to it. So there might be things that we're looking at where you do 5, 10, or 15% at certain numbers. So there might be even more of a discount if you book over a certain level. There's things that my team is looking at, but I could definitely say there is probably going to be a little bit of changes in the future. And I just kind of wanted to mention it as a highlight like this one definitely like this, but if we have like an Archer week, I'm pretty sure they're going to be open ended. It's more just ones that we might have available for all agents on our platform.
Okay, wonderful. And then I also wanted to read this comment from an agent, which might be a good helpful tip for other agents who might make
Absolutely.
this mistake. So maybe this will help you not make it. So she said, the product code has been very helpful. Some offerings are almost exactly same, and it's pretty easy to get them confused and book half your group on a different excursion than the rest. She says
Yes.
from experiencing laughing. And then she says, now I can just do a quick product code and know everyone in the group is on the exact same excursion.
Yes, that's why I wanted to cover that one to let people know it's some stuff I add in and out sometimes with that. Because if you look at like tours in Rome with like transfers or tours going to the Colosseum, we unfortunately have multiple tours on our platform that can confuse you. So that's why going into a tour, grabbing the product code that's actually at the end of the URL up at the top, or searching it under questions to contact our customer service team, it's a great recommendation. Because again, if I just copy this information at the end, it's going to have like Cetavecchia destinations, and then after the dash, we'll have that product code, which usually starts with 4, 5, or 6 numbers, and then a letter or a word. And again, if you paste in that code on our platform, it takes you exactly back to that exact product you were trying to book.
And that's the one at the top right at the end of the URL.
Yep, it's found at the top right that. Or another place to find it if you're having a little troubles, it's always also under questions. So for experts, it's at the top in the URL. If not, it's also found under questions where it shows product code here.
Perfect. Awesome. And it's the code in the URL after the dash, not the
Yep.
whole.
If you
Okay.
want to do that quick thing, you can also always copy these URLs to make it easier for you too. But this is that quick tip to get it also at the end.
Perfect. Wonderful. Well, this has been absolutely amazing. All the information has been super valuable and great for all the travel advisors. Great questions from travel advisors, too. You guys were so engaged today, and also the feedback was amazing. I'm glad everyone is taking advantage of using the 10% code and Viator. And your homework. All of those who put in that cruise itinerary, make sure you go on today, put in your cruise line or your cruise ship, and then put in the date, and then you can find those activities for your sailings or your clients, and then you can just get some extra commission.
And multiple ports you have access to with that one too. So it's multiple activities. Amanda, thank you so much. Hey, the other one is if we have time, and I would love to pull a winner for $100 gift card.
Oh,
Yeah, buy
yes.
gift card today.
Oh my gosh, I totally spaced on that, but we could still do it. So, you guys, you are entered, all of you for joining us today. You are entered in for $100 Viator, or was it $100 Viator gift card, Ryan?
Yes, it's $100 Viator gift card on our platform. So you can
Okay.
book any tour on our platform for $100. Or if it exceeds $100, reduces it down by 100. If it's over, it just reduces it down to $1. So with that one, the lucky winner in the audience will be awarded. And then also, I would love to do a one-on-one. So I'll be sent an email of the winner. I'm spending a little bit of time. If Amanda could maybe probably find one at this time,
Well,
let me know.
do hashtag Viator, everyone. I just want to make sure everyone gets entered. I don't want to miss anybody if they didn't comment in chat. So just make sure you put in the hashtag, because sometimes people just watch and they don't comment in chat, and it doesn't always pull everyone if you don't comment. So I want to make sure everyone gets entered. So just comment hashtag Viator in chat so we can get you entered. Perfect. And while they're doing that, Bryan, is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to just quickly talk about while we have you?
Yeah, I mean, a few other things I always love to capitalize. No, any tour on Viator's platform can be turned into a group booking. So any tour on our platform. Now, it doesn't always mean that the supplier might be able to do it, but if you just contact our customer support team, you had a product that you were looking in mind, like this a chef food guide tour I like mentioned earlier. This one is only for 12 people or less if you were trying to book it yourself. But if you have more people in that, all you have to do is contact our customer support team. They'll be able to turn this into bookings beyond the number that you have, the maximum number. So this one says 5. If you have 7, 9, 10, 15, whatever, this is how you can turn that group item or one tour into a group booking. Again, as the other one for cruise ships, I think maybe I didn't go through as much, or I can spend a little more time with the curated list and how you find it. Again, on our homepage, where you saw in reference when it went through the video, the other one is a curated list on the top right hand corner. This is where you can find that curated list where you can enter information for either a Smith's Vacation or Bahamas, or one that I built before was our 7-night Alaskan cruise in June. I know this one's dated last year, but one thing that's also awesome with a curated list is that you can list all these products that are 100% covered by the word free. It lines up with the cruise ship, like the Royal Radiance that was traveling in June last year. But you can also add in any promo codes that we have active. So you can use this information to send to your clients, and they can use these curated lists to make any booking. So you can always have a generic one that has his messages, so that if client makes booking through these curated lists and they add that promo code at checkout, you still get the full commission and they get a discount. I'm pretty sure everyone's always excited about that.
Perfect. Well, we do have a winner now.
Yay!
And so everyone was able to put in the hashtags in chat. And the winner for the $100 Viator gift card from Bryan is Susan M. Wilson.
Awesome. Susan, I can't wait to communicate with you and send an email. I can't wait to do more of a one-on-one session. You could talk about the webinar. You could talk about your life. You could talk about any kind of experiences. I love these one-on-ones, and I try always to do the best with everyone. But if anything, you have any questions, when I send you the email with the gift card, I'd love to set up one with you too.
Perfect. Well, thank you everyone for joining with us. And thank you again, Bryan, for all the wonderful information. Thank you, travel advisors, for booking strong. Keep at it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your Viator team or to us at Archer Travel. We are here to support you guys on your road to success, or if you're already on your road to success, help you be even more successful. So with that being said, Bryan, thank you so much again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for all your time. An hour out of your schedules is always a lot. So thank you. Take advantage of the promo code while it lasts. And then again, personal travel too. Do not forget to use it for your personal one so you have that discount. So thank you so much. I look forward to seeing everyone at conference, and you guys have a wonderful day.
And then Susan, I am so sorry. I forgot to say this. Susan, please email me at amandarose@archertravel.com, and I'll totally connect you with Bryan for the gift card. Amanda Rose, like the flower, at archertravel.com. Thanks, Bryan.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.